Yeah.
Why are you so vain?
I don't consider myself vain by definition of the word.
And what's the definition of the word?
As far as I understand it, it's being overly obsessed with your appearance, being boastful and haughty and conceited. I don't consider myself to be any of those.
Okay. And before you realized you shouldn't want anything from anyone, what did you want from a man when you met one?
I'm married, and I
Are
wanted.
you married now?
Yes,
Oh, you are married.
yes.
When you first met your husband, what did you want from him?
Someone just like my dad.
Meaning what?
I wanted a provider. I mean, I've always looked up to my dad. He was a great provider. He's alpha all the way. Very direct, and I wanted a spouse that would be similar
Right.
to my dad.
And after a year, when you realized he wasn't like that, how did you deal with that?
Terribly. I put my husband through hell
You
and
did?
back. Yeah.
Can you give me an example? What did you do?
I sought to change him. I told him exactly what I wanted him to be. Like he would do something that wasn't what I thought it should be, and I would say, no, you do it this way. You do it, no. When you do A, B, C, and it just caused
Yep.
so much conflict.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. I apologized
Oh, good.
to him since I discovered you
Right on.
and asked him for forgiveness.
And what did he say?
Oh, he's so sweet. He accepted.
He was like, oh, there is a God.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing that you put him through that, huh? Trying to get something from him that, trying to make him be the way you wanted him to be.
Yeah, when you tell women that they are the daughter of Satan and they get offended by that,
Yeah.
I've seen many of your shows where the woman on the receiving end of that has become offended.
Yeah.
It is 100% true. When I
Yeah.
reflect back on friendships with girlfriends, and I've had healthy friendships, but to what is healthy? Because I've seen
Yeah.
Satan in every one of them, and I'm probably the worst of them.
Yeah.
I was probably the worst,
Yeah.
honestly. And it's just so eye-opening to understand, because I never understood. I always wanted to hang around with guys, like through college. I always had guys as friends. I just never wanted to be around more than 3 women at a time.
Yeah.
And I never understood why that was, and it's because of exactly what you say. They're just inherent. Us women are inherently evil until
Yeah.
we turn back.
I remember growing up, women would never want to work for another woman. Like, I don't want no woman boss. That's insane.
Yeah.
And they would not want to work with them because it was so difficult. Women in those days understood the hell in other women. They knew what it was about. That's amazing. Are you your thought before now? Did you think you were your thoughts? And do you still think that?
I didn't think that. But well, actually, it's interesting because before a couple of years ago, I took a sort of self-discovery workshop, this really intensive thing where I went away on this retreat, and the principles were very similar to what you're teaching in terms of the thoughts and all of that. And that's the first time I heard that.
Right.
And you're the first time I heard it from a Christian perspective. So I think that moment a few years ago prepared me for this moment. So I was aware of the thought thing before I came into this. Before that self-transformation retreat and all of that, I probably would have said, yes, I am my thoughts.
Yeah. And how about your body? Are you your body?
I'm not my body, not now. Prior
Before you thought
to
you were?
waking up, yeah, I
Yeah.
probably would have
And
said
did you
yes.
think you were your experiences beforehand too?
Yes.
And what made you think that you were your experiences?
Because of my feelings.
Yeah. I want you guys and ladies to understand how wicked feelings are. When you cater to your feelings, you're literally catering to the devil. Because you can only have the feelings when you have the thought, and the thoughts are of the devil. And so he brings you these kind of feelings, and the world tell you, oh, cater to the feelings. They shouldn't hurt your feelings. They should this, and you protect the devil. The feelings, God is not about your feelings. Not at all. He's watching TV. Let me see what time is it in heaven. It's about 2 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock in heaven. They're about to have some lunch. And, and they're watching this meeting right now in the world. They're thinking, I'm not about feelings. He's not about, Satan is about your feelings, not God. Feelings are not freedom. So just think about that. You're up and down and they're evil. Never cater to feelings. If somebody hurts your feelings, be glad they did, so you can see that's something you need to overcome. Really, don't cater to feelings at all. That's amazing, huh? Mm-hmm. It's just a mess, but we're working on it. And so you're doing the prayer and everything. You stay with the prayer,
Yes.
and you're different around your husband or with your husband. He noticed the change.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you have kids too?
No.
So you didn't mess up any kids, huh?
No.
No, thank God. Okay. Any questions for me?
I do, but I'm going to hold on it if there's
Okay.
time later.
Okay. So let me ask, do you think you need pain to wake up?
Yes. I think, well, I'll tell you from my perspective that I have had moments where pain has been the driving force toward my pivoting and doing things in a way that would better serve me.
Right.
However, I've also had those moments where I've learned from someone else's mistakes. That's been a big part of how I've grown, just seeing that someone else has done something that turned out to be a mess, and I just, refrained from going down that path. So I've had both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.